I vote to send Whoopi Goldberg to outer space next. Please. I'm so tired of the foolishness that comes out of her mouth. First, she wanted to sit up down on TV and say that Gen Z is the most laziest generation, when we are the only generation, really, that has been bamboozled by our own government for the long. Whatever. She decided she wanted to sit up here on The View today to talk whatever that stupid behind show is, and she decided that she wanted to say that black people in America has just as bad as people in Iran. Now, two things can be true at once. Yes, black people has had it bad in America, and yes, people in Iran have, their own problems as well. But I don't think that was the proper comparison to try to sit there and make. Yet alone coming from a woman who can't necessarily relate to the common folk. Yeah. And like that white lady on there, I don't know who she was. Like she was trying to make the point of, women over in Islamic countries, they don't have the same type of freedoms that we have over here in America, along with a whole lot of other things. And Whoopi was not trying to hear that, basically. Once again, I'm tired of hearing things come out of her mouth, because every single time she opens up her mouth, there's always something stupid coming out of it.
What's good, you all, and welcome again on another episode. Thank you so much for your support. I see them, and I do not take them for granted. Whoopi Goldberg has stirred the pot once again, this time by making a statement that has got both sides of the globes raising high. Alyssa on The View had made a comment talking about how people in Iran have it difficult and how it is better to be in America now than to be in Iran. And Whoopi replied and said, "Not when you are black." Basically just insinuating that black people in America have it just as bad as the people in Iran. This sounded like a very loaded comparison. It's more than a hot take for a lot of people, especially from the reactions that I have been seeing. It's more than just a comparison, and people have been talking about it. Without wasting much time, let's get into it, and then we will come back and talk about it.
Did Whoopi Goldberg just say on The View that being black in America today is worse than living in Iran? Today? Has she lost her mind? Like, is Whoopi not well? Like, Whoopi, why would you even say something so stupid like that? What's going on with you? Black in America today is nothing like what it was in the past. Yes, in the past in America, it was fucked up to be black. But right now, today, it's pretty goddamn good, gotta be honest with you. Whoopi was on The View making it seem like black people are currently going through slavery, right now. What the fuck is she talking about? Whoopi, you are a rich black woman in America who has achieved the American dream. The only problem that you have in the morning is deciding which part of my giant mansion staircase do I want to walk down this time. The left or the right? Oh, I haven't walked down the left in a while. I think I'll walk down the left this time. You and everyone up there on The View is so far removed from the struggle, it's laughable. You have no idea what regular everyday people have to go through in this country right now. Whoopi, what you should do is just come out and just tell the truth and just be honest. Say, look, I am so far removed from society. Me and the rest of these hens up here talking, we have no idea what the fuck the regular person is dealing with in society today. We're rich as hell. We live in a giant mansion. We are so far removed from y'all. We don't know what y'all go through, and that's really the bottom.
That view table today, yo, all I'm saying is it was intense between Whoopi versus Alyssa Griffin. And let's just say she had to give the little Bertha Darling a lesson. Take a look at this.
This is the greatest country in the world. But yeah, I know that. And we all know that. But every day we are worried. Do we have to be worried about our kids? Are our kids going to get shot because they're running through somebody's neighborhood? They are not big deals, and I don't mean to say they're not big deals to you, because that's not women, what I meant.
And they are not doing well there either. They are not doing well in Iran. They are not educated. They cannot have property. They cannot leave States.
I'm talking about here.
Nobody wants to diminish the very real problems we have in this country. That is no one's intent. But I think it's important we remember there are places much darker than this country and people who deserve rights.
Not everybody feels that way. Not everybody feels that way. Listen, I'm sorry. When you think about the fact that we got the vote in 1965,
okay, they don't have free and fair elections in Iran. It's not even the same universe. They can't go out of their house. The women.
You know what? There's no way I can make you understand.
Are you surprised about Alyssa? I mean, her father, who was the originator of the Bertha lie about President Obama. I don't understand why people are so surprised that she is turning back to her Republican conservative roots. She's worse than Meghan McCain. I mean, they're both equally worse. But Alyssa actually worked for birthers. Jim Jordan, Mark Meadows, and the bum from Queens. So nobody should be surprised at this revelation. And I said it before, I was never for this hire. Once they hire her, I'm just like, really? A birther? But this is where we are. So the whole mere factor of this is Alyssa has always been this way. And nobody should have not been surprised. I was right since day one, and I will continue to be justified.
So Auntie Whoopi Goldberg and her co-host got into a back and forth on The View because Auntie Whoopi said that being black in America is similar to living in Iran. Well, that's actually not even what she said, but it doesn't matter. My point is that I'm not arguing with anybody who's not black about what it's like to be black in America. Hell, I'm not arguing with anybody who's not black about what it's like to be black, period. Actually, let me revise that one more time. I'm not even arguing with nobody who is black about what it's like to be black anywhere. It's just not happening. And honestly, I don't even really care if people agreed with what she said or not. Your stance simply doesn't matter to me. Because unless you've been black in America, please don't talk to me about being black in America. And then her co-host started talking about there being places in the world with things happening that are way darker than what's happening in America to black folks in 2025. Is you cool for real? I'm not even, are you cool? You don't even need to bring that topic up around me, because as soon as you start talking, I'm going to tell you to stop. Just like that. I don't care how you feel about it. Don't talk to me.
Whoopi Goldberg is a special kind of delusional. I honestly, at this point, cannot tell if she really feels the way that she claims she does, or if this is just a desperate attempt to keep people watching her pathetic show. On the latest episode of The View, which, by the way, there's still enough people watching that to keep it on TV. Blows my mind. Anyway, on the latest episode of The View, she was comparing 2025 Iran to the United States. 2025 Iran, where they would still throw gay people off of buildings, burn them alive, behead them. Similar to the United States. In what way? She is so desperate to play the victim card in any way she can. She is a fraud. Whoopi Goldberg is a fraud. Used to be besties with Donald Trump. Now she can't stand him. Now her entire program between her and Joy Behar is about Trump. It's pathetic. It's literally so pathetic. Who watches this show? Do any of you watch it? I swear to God, I don't get it. So privileged, so misguided, so misled, so pathetic.
I guess there's a first for everything. It's the first time I didn't agree with Whoopi on The View today. So I'm going to set it up. They were talking about the Iraq and Israel war. And basically, some of the girls were saying, well, Iran is a bad country because how they do the I can't pronounce it, but the thing how they treat the women, like where they have to cover their face up, can't have makeup on, can't have your hair. That to me that's too much. Like I don't want to live in no country like that. So Whoopi gonna come and say we got it just as bad here in America. I'm like, huh? What are you talking about? She's like, well, yeah. Our sons can't go running in the neighborhood. They might get killed. Okay, Whoopi, I get you. Like, yeah, black people, we have struggles out here, but we can maintain. These women in Iraq have to cover their faces at all times. They can't have no makeup. They can't make themselves feel good, no self-love, what we love to do, or they gonna get killed. So, yeah, we had like dirty things that happened back in the 60s and stuff, but in 2025, America is supremely better than Iran. So, Whoopi, I don't agree with you. I'm sorry. I usually do, but it is what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment below. Have a nice evening.
What do you guys think about what Whoopi Goldberg said on The View? What do you think about our take, comparing the struggle of Black people in America, living in America, and the people of Iran right now? We all know that Iran currently is in the middle of political and social unrest, not to mention caught in the violent crosshair of a regional conflict. There are casualties, political breakdown, and also an oppressive regime that openly punishes dissent. People and the women in Iran are basically risking their life currently just to live. The minorities in Iran right now are risking their life badly just to live. Yes, we know Black people deal with oppression, police brutality, systematic racism. Black people deal with all of that. No one can erase the fact that Black people deal with all of that even up until now. On The View, she had made a point stating that even as a parent, if you leave your kids outside, you are very much worried. She made that example on The View, but it's a very heavy loaded comparison if we are being honest, especially during this sensitive time. So equating the two struggles can feel very, very dismissive. And I think this is where some people are coming from. Suffering is not a competition. And so many people believe that Black people are just fighting through the remnant, the ongoing evolution of white supremacy. And let's not forget that both are real and both are violent. But on the other hand as well, they are not mirror images. A lot of people believe that she is minimizing it. She's minimizing what is going on. So when people in a social class like Whoopi Goldberg make comments like this, especially in this sensitive situation, it makes it seem like, Black people are doing the same thing that they are fighting for, like downplaying unique contextual pain. So that is what it seems like. It seems very, very insensitive. Yes, we know Whoopi is a legend, and with that level, there is a responsibility that automatically is being placed on her. When someone like her make those type of bold statements, you have to be able to back it up with a very good nuances. And I feel like some of the examples that she was giving them on The View was not cutting it out, and it was just sounding very insensitive. They were even talking about how the women in Iran cannot even leave one strand of their hair out, how they cannot hold any political stand. People are coming at her saying, how dare you compare Black struggle to what is going on in Iran right now? How dare you compare you being freely working in that country to people who cannot even leave their house and constantly risking their life for freedom? Black oppression does not need to be validated by comparing to other people's pain. I basically do not understand why, people need to constantly rank pain and struggles that people are going through. Instead of debating that who have had it worse, they are supposed to be questioning and talking about why a system like this still even exists up until 2025. Authoritarianism, systematic racism, patriarchy, economic exploitation, all of these things do not recognize borders. Tools that they are using might look very different, but the impact that it is having on people is pretty much the same. Suffering, silence, and as well stolen futures. In this case, with what Whoopi Goldberg said on The View and a back and forth with Alyssa, they are really not focusing on what they are supposed to be focusing on. Comparison shouldn't be the thing that they are supposed to be focusing on, especially during this sensitive time. This is the reason why we need to be very careful with comparison, especially when you do not have a big nuances to back whatever it is that you're saying up. I want to hear what you guys think about what Whoopi Goldberg said and what you think about the back and forth that they both had on The View, and I am going to see you guys in the next one.